evening, and welcome to the Sheila New Comedy Show. This is episode 1 of season 2. Who the hell left the gate open? Love and Other Disasters 201. Please know we'll have a segment for you, the audience, to ask Sheila New questions. If you'd please place your questions in the chat. One more time, please place your questions in the chat. Now, please take a moment to explore the link tree at the top of the room, where you will find more information about the Sheila New Comedy Show. The Linktree also provides details on where you can listen to the show on 11 different podcast platforms. We kindly request your support by visiting the tip jar to contribute to the show, and you can also visit the Sheila New Comedy Store to purchase merchandise. Also note, we have added a special link on our Linktree to recognize our contributing partners. You Think Indigo, Fade Unite TV, Inner She Yoga and Meditation, and Laurel Hill Productions. Rules of engagement. For those of you who selected to be on stage, please feel free to unmute and laugh during the show. But please remember, we're recording a live show. If you break the rules, you might just become a part of the show. And just to be clear, make sure everyone is on the same page. Last season, we talked about dating, life, karma, and Clubhouse High was our special edition. We promise that this season will be a mix of special guests you don't want to miss. Welcome to season 2 of the Sheila New Comedy Show with Sheila New.
Welcome to the Sheila New Comedy Show, episode 1 of season 2. Here we go, Sheila.
Yes, indeed. Hey, y'all. Hey, good evening. Happy Friday. Yay to everybody. And like my homie said, y'all know we couldn't get rid of Ron that quick, right? So y'all see who is to, when I'm looking down to my right, we have our special guest. He was so happy to say yes, and I was so happy for him to say yes. Hey, nephew, what's going on with you?
What's going on, Auntie Sheila, my favorite auntie in the world? What's going on, everybody? I just can't wait to just be out here and just kick back and relax and just having some fun. Back to you, Sheila.
Thank you. I appreciate you so much. And just to reiterate, this is season 2. And just in case y'all ain't know or didn't hear out in these Clubhouse streets and these podcast streets, we just hit over 12,000 downloads. So give yourself a round of applause for just coming on and being a part of this journey. I am so happy. So thank you, Wanda, for just having the vision of getting this thing together. Thank you, this is why nephew was up in here today. I promise on everything. So listen, we get ready to get started because you already know who the hell left the gate open. Baby, we talking about love and other disasters. I can't really wait to get into it. So it's been so much that's been going on with social media and things of that nature. We've been going through a whole lot within the last, I'm going to say 45 days or less. We done had FAFO. Do y'all know what FAFO is? Anybody? Just in case, because I do not want to be shouting out nothing that y'all don't know about. Okay, Antonietta said, okay, now damn it, I don't know. So FA,
I don't think they know.
They don't know? Okay, so I'm going to help y'all. So FAFO means fuck around and find out. Okay, so we done had a whole lot of that going on out here in these social media streets and these real streets. Just listen. So we're going to dive into it. But before I go another further, I would be far removed and remiss if I did not shout out some special guests and some people up here on the stage with us, because it is our Fave Unite family and our You Think Indigo family that's definitely proudly represented. So let me do what I always do. Say, hey, family. Hey, I said more to me, my floor. Hey, boo. Hey, listen, if y'all ain't know, Bukeka is a starer, okay, honey? So y'all better understand to get you some. And then we have the founder of You Think Indigo, one of our supporting partners here as well. Melissa Perkins is on the stage, and I see the vice president of You Think Indigo all the way in Nigeria, honey. And I know it is late in Lagos, Nigeria. Hey, Gozi, hey, it's good to see you. And definitely we have Antonietta here to round us out, and I see some special people in the audience too. Hey, Maya, hey, girl, hey, I see you, honey. Hey, Lucretia, I see you too. Hey, Trina, I see you. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Mitchell. Hey, Jasmine. Hey, Melvina. Hey, Chandra. Good to see you as well. Hey, Randy, Janaya, Suzanne, And there's another Melissa in the house. So I done went through everybody. Hey, y'all. Hey. So I'm so happy to have y'all here. So Wanda, I'm just going to bring you into this just a little bit because I just want to get your take and then I'm going to get Will's take too because I just want to know how you feel about the FAFO, especially let's start with the Montgomery brawl, shall we? I'm just saying.
A lot of things happened last week, but that was the highlight of the week. And it was a highlight of TikTok for one. And everybody was talking about the Montgomery ball. Some people thought it should have happened. Some people thought it was payback. It was the port where slaves were actually sold. It's ironic, but I think that when the cap went up, that was a signal. I don't know what you think. I
Yes,
don't know,
honey,
Will.
that's the new. Oh, so we all know what that signal means. So when you holler who in the hood, it means it's on and popping, and all you hear is a stampede coming through. So I love it. Absolutely. Will, I know you are across the border, my friend, but how y'all feel on the other
Yeah.
side of the pond about this FAFO, especially as it pertains to code word Montgomery?
But this is funny though. But I gotta say, listen, I've been out of this street of Clubhouse since March. And listen, I done had so many people try to get me back on this Clubhouse, but it only took Auntie Sheila to get me back in here. I wasn't ready, but when Auntie Sheila called on your name, you just drop what you're doing, you just get back here. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those
Much love
aunties.
and respect, and
Right.
appreciate.
Yeah, it's just one of those aunties that, if your mama ain't there and she's here, she get in the house, you just go in the house. But anyway, let me go back to that. When I saw the cap went up and I was waiting for him to tear his shirt off, you know how we do it in the hood? We take our hat off and we start tearing our shirt off just our chest and ready to go. But this dude really throw it down. But what I find fascinating though, I've been trying to buy some white chairs in Canada. Ain't got none.
Wait,
Listen, I ain't gonna lie.
baby.
I've been looking for it just because when my kid's gonna be talking to me, I'm gonna just grab the chair. I'm like, say
No,
what?
girl, I
Say
can't.
who? I'm telling you, I can't. I could not find no white chair, so I settled for a black one. But anyway, I tell you what, man, that was beautiful. I mean, it's just, listen, they got what they had coming for them. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? They had what they got coming for them. And listen, I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it at all. And that's the way it's supposed to be. And they got what they got coming for them. So, hey, it is what
Period.
it is.
Absolutely. So FAFO, so y'all already know. So if y'all see our brothers out here in distress or our sisters that wear these hats and they throw it up in the air, you'll remember that's the new what? Who do? So y'all already know the signal. Put the best signal out. Go ahead, Wanda. What you got back?
And just a reminder, they're calling it not the Boston. You remember the Boston Tea
Yeah,
Party,
yeah.
right? They're calling it the Sweet Tea Party.
They call it the what?
Sweet Tea Party.
You know what? I'm not add as much sugar, so it means it's diabetes in the water. I'm not about to
Sweet
play.
tea
I
party.
don't need no sweet shit like that, honey. But I'm not about to play with you
So,
either.
there was the
I
Boston
cannot.
Tea Party. Now,
Yes,
August 5th
ma'am.
was
Yes,
not
ma'am.
called a Sweet Tea Party.
You know
So,
what?
but you can find your earrings. You have chairs that are earrings. You can buy that
Yes,
now.
I've
You can
seen
buy
that.
T-shirts. So,
Yes,
get your shirt, get your earrings, and wear
yes.
proudly.
Yes, indeed. And just a little historical note. Y'all know it was a black brother that invented the folding chair. I want to get just say, y'all look it up. This ain't this is educational a little bit, but I'm just saying, y'all look it up if y'all don't believe it, and then y'all remember FAFO. It's like ironic as hell that he had to whoop that trick, get him with the chair, Hetty. So I absolutely love it, love it. So another thing that has been going on, and it's a little disturbing, so we're going to get a little deep, and then we're going to come back to the shallow end. Y'all, Lizzo is under fire. Y'all ain't seen her on nobody's social media. Baby, don't be crying, Antonietta. Look, and she FAFO. She fucked around and found out because them girls is not about to play. How you, number one, Lizzo, please and thank you. How you gonna body shame anybody? Let's not do that. You supposed to be a champion of the thick girls. You know what I'm saying? And you're supposed to march alongside, but you want to listen. Y'all already know what kind of cancel culture that runs rampant in the hip hop community. Y'all can't be out here just treating people, and people is just not taking stuff lying down. You dealing with older school millennials. You dealing with Gen Zers. And these individuals is not about to play with you. They said they out here sweating their little asses off. And you already knew that they can dance because they had to do what first? They had to audition for you. That means you had to extend a contract to them, offer them the position, which you did, and they were dancers and they fulfilled their obligations. And now you want to sit up there and ask the girl what's wrong with her. Honey, but I'm asking what was wrong with you when you showed up at the Staples Center with your ass cheeks out and they had to get rid of the chairs you were sitting in. So let's not do the recounting, recalling of stuff. So we have to be humble, and the humbleness first starts where? In the mirror. So I'm gonna need Lizzo to have several seats and sit that ass down because we is not about to play. And that's another who the hell left the gate open type of moment. Go ahead, Wanda.
You're innocent until proven guilty. Even though three people saying the same story, you're still innocent until proven guilty.
Hell no, this is a court of public opinion. We hang you first, and then we be saying I'm sorry later. And we're going to dive a little bit more in that because we had a little situation that came. Matter of fact, we're going to get into it right now before we get into anything else. So since we're talking about innocent until proven guilty, honey, what about the little girl that cried wolf on the side of the road? Girl, a little man needed to come out of them bushes, had an Oscar, an Emmy, and a Tony to get it because, baby, her mama and her was giving the best performance of their life in 2023. That's the one to take the cake so far for me this year. You done came up with this elaborate scam and scheme, honey. And your daddy told the whole story because his whole face was not having it while your mama was spinning the fairy tale lies with the pixie dust and all the little strings of the heart and all of this stuff. It just don't make no sense to me, honey, how you gonna fabricate a story talking about it's a child. Now, we all feel a certain kind of way about our children. And you gonna say the Tyler is on the side of the road. And I hope the 911 lady who she called, I mean, she need to either go through some training or maybe she is at your nearest drive-through asking you, can she take your order? Because she done lost her mind too. Because why would you not tell her to stay there until the police came if it's a little baby and you on one of the busiest streets or highways or highways in Alabama that it could be when this is all this crazy stuff is happening in Alabama. Must be something in the water. I don't know, but hey, what you feel about that, Mr. Attorney, ladies, to innocent until proven guilty?
I really would love to dive into this now, but I think let's do it a little later on in the next news segment. Let's have a break.
Okay.
Because we got a special guest.
Yes, we do.
today.
Yeah, we could go.
Yeah.
I think he might have a little something to say about the car leak. Say, let me just ask, nephew.
Yeah, listen, I'm gonna come at this a little bit different. As you know, from a mental health perspective, I feel lost, I feel bad, and I feel like that was a crying out for help. It could have been handled a different way. It could have been done a different way. So it created a narrative that now we got to double check, we got to triple check before we actually go and start looking for somebody, before we start telling somebody something happened. Because it's just back in the days, when a girl cried rape and when she wasn't really raped, it's just put a stain on it for other girls that really did get raped. And I think it's the same type of a situation that we got. But I really do feel bad for her. I don't want to throw her out with the baby with the bathwater. I think she needs to get some help. And I think she needs to apologize to people. And I think she needs to get disciplined. She needs to pay for what she did, nonetheless, but she still needs to get some help. And that's my 2 cents on it.
And I take it, and I appreciate that because you coming from an area that's near and dear, and I know you and Wanda, you all champion that, and I do too. And I feel sorry for the girl, but when the mama lied, look, I'm a mother. Okay, I have 2 adult children and one getting ready to be one. And I'm gonna tell you like I know, depending on what the story is and how you trying to spend it, 9 times out of 10, I got you shoulder to shoulder, back to back, and all of that. But when you come talking about this little fairy tale thing, you want me to do what? And I got to call the police and they involved. See, that's a whole nother level of deceit for me. We ain't calling no police. We gonna throw the head up in the air. We gonna holler hooty hoo. If this man broke your heart or that girl broke your heart or you need me to whoop somebody else, then we gonna roll up and handle business. And that's just how we gonna take care of that. We ain't gonna get no authorities involved. and all of that, because it's time consuming. You had people that were very passionate that came out that wanted to do the thing and help you find your daughter, and they know that the more hours that go past, the more dangerous it becomes. Y'all don't watch the first 48, so I ain't telling you nothing that you don't know. But we gonna get up off of that because that's tragedy, but that's the other side of comedy. But I know why y'all here, so we gonna get with it, and we gonna go to the round that brought us here in the first daggone place. Because Wanda Rose did what? She wrote a book. And what's it called? Dated is for the birds. And where can you find it? You can find it on Amazon. I'm just saying. So we're going to get into a lighter part of this segment and holler at nephew and see if you got any questions, nephew, when it comes
First,
down
let
to
me
dating.
introduce our dating guru tonight.
Go ahead, girl, with your guru self.
Our person that that's on stage tonight, you may not have known, but she's also a dating guru by the name of Shelia New. Shelia New has been interviewed by Oprah Winfrey. She's been interviewed by Favorite Night TV on several occasions. She has written over 25 books about love and disasters. Her latest book is called Finding Love on Clubhouse, and it has sold over 20,000 copies. Here we go for Shelia New, and we're going to start with questions from Will. Thank you, Will.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's my first question. I mean, listen, it's coming from a place of love, but I want to know what you think about this. I know this is something that men say, but I want to know how you feel about that, and I'm gonna give my 2 cents on that. What do you think about what a man says? For example, she's my better half. When a man, what a man is addressing or talking to somebody else about the wife, and he says she's my better half. Or better yet, let me start with the first question because I got 3 questions. They're interconnected, but you're gonna see where I'm going with that. A happy wife, happy life. What is that? What say you, Sheila, about this whole happy wife, happy life?
Well, Will, that would be more of a your question than a Sheila question because I ain't got no white baby.
But my thing is the
Go
reason
ahead.
why I'm asking you, I wanted you to put yourself in that shoe of that wife, and I'm saying about you.
Look,
About
I
how do you feel
I
about
got you.
that?
So
Like,
I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you because I used to be once upon a time, not long ago, when people wore pajamas and lived life slow. I had one of them things called a husband henny, and you heard me say used to. Uh-huh. Because if I ain't happy, you gonna find the word DOR and yourself on the other side of it. Cause I don't have time to what PLAY because we already raising some children. Ain't nobody got time for that. So I believe that happiness is a thing, but because you and I we have discussed this, happy is an emotion that is a short term feeling, right? But I'm looking for the joy. So we're going to say the joy in a relationship will help keep things together a little bit more than if you're looking for, number one, if you're looking for a person to make you happy, then that means you probably need to check yourself because it may be not some happiness in you. So if you don't have no happiness in you, then you probably need to go back and reevaluate the situation first with yourself before you say that I do, right? Before you go through the things, because as we said before, and that's the shirt I have on tonight, ask questions. So if you're not asking enough questions during the dating process, during your vetting period, before you make an informed decision, if you want to walk down anybody aisle, whether it's the aisle of the grocery store, the aisle of the mall, or definitely before you walk down the aisle of anybody's church, or whatever religious temple that you celebrate or believe in, or even if you walk in the aisle down to the courthouse and you want to say I did and I does in front of a judge because that's your business. But either way it go, if you don't ask no questions, then how you know if you're gonna have joy in this relationship? How you know if you're gonna have peace in this relationship? Because everything starts with a conversation. Everybody be so quick to and figure out what he got and what she got and oh, if it's good. So what happened one day if this thing stop working? Then you gonna be mad because ain't no happiness there, ain't no joy there, ain't no peace there. So what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen if she get old and her little thing dry up? Okay, no matter how much lubricant you put and slather and it just ain't working no more. Then what's gonna really happen? I started asking these questions. See, real milk the first time because when I can
Get with you. I get with you.
I try to tell you. See, you don't put me on a little tangent now, so now I got to go there. And when I get on these, it'll be hard. I have to do a hard stop. But I'm just trying to tell you, when you date, especially if you beyond, I'm gonna say in your 40s, because realistically, we got to start looking at what's really going on the inside of you. And Will, you in fitness, so we have this thing in common, right? So if you don't take care of your body, you can't expect no optimal performances to be happening if you ain't taking care of yourself. If you still slinging honey buns and cheesecakes and muffins and things alike, and then you want to sit up there and jump up and down on somebody like their trampoline or something, it's gonna be a whole lot of problems stuff going on. Because you ain't gonna be ready because your little body ain't ready. Your heart gonna start asking you questions, talking about what the hell is going on here. And again, who the hell left the gate open? Ain't nobody about to play with y'all tonight when it comes down to this stuff and things. But go ahead, Will. I hope that answers some of your 2-part, 3-part, 4-part questions.
Well, I done get myself in some trouble. I think I have a bite more than I could chew. But here's my take on that. And I'm gonna get my second question, but here's my take on that. The happy wife, happy life thing to me is very dangerous. First of all, when a man say happy wife, happy life, that means his happiness don't even matter. It's all about her happiness. That's number one. Number two, her happiness is not my responsibility. I am responsible for my own happiness. If you ain't happy, and there's no way, if you ain't happy with yourself, ain't no way you're gonna be happy with me. Because I'm not here to bring you happiness. I'm here to be content of what I do. And you gotta be happy. And I say that happiness is really an external circumstances. Because if it rains, I may be unhappy, but I still got joy. So for me to take that responsibility of making someone else is happy, and I think it's just too much we asking for that person. So I think that's what the problem is. Somebody else's happiness should not be anyone else's responsibility but our own. So thank you for bringing that up. You really break it down to the point where if you didn't know,
You
now
already
you
know.
know.
This is
Now
right.
you know.
This is what
Right.
it is. I promise. Go ahead, Wanda. I see you on mic.
She is a celebrity, and she's been interviewed by Oprah again.
Yeah,
Oprah interviewed her twice, so she is the renowned dating expert. And so we're just happy to have Sheila New here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. But Sheila, here's the thing. We hear this all the time in a dating process, right? For red flags, red flags, red flags. Listen, I always tell people, I ain't no red flag collector. I ain't collecting no red flags for nobody.
Okay.
But now here's the thing though. Here's the thing that people miss out sometimes. The yellow flag. Now, could you tell me what are some of the yellow flags to watch out for when dating someone? Because we talk about all the red flags, but
yes, we
you
do.
get
And
to the
red
red.
mean it's too late, ain't it?
My point exactly. So
Yes, you're right.
please tell us about the yellow flags.
Okay, so this is wonderful. Listen, y'all already know this on replay. Y'all don't know it's gonna be on the podcast platform. So if y'all need to hit rewind a few times and listen to this again, because we all get this little glaze over our eyes, and people want to call it rose-colored glasses and things and such. And so when y'all meet somebody in the beginning, they telling you first you have to understand when you meet somebody, you're meeting first who? Their representative. That's who you meet first. You meet the rep first. You're not meeting the actual person. You're meeting their representative. So as long as you go in, understanding that this person is putting it on for me. So everything, just like that scene and Coming to America, whatever you like, see that right there, them the yellow flags, okay, before the red flag comes. So I really wanted, you got to get to know a person. So it's an art to dating, right? It's an art. So before everybody ain't pass art class. People want to draw stick figures. They don't want to draw the full anatomy. They don't want to draw the bowl of fruit. They don't want to take their time with the pen or the paper or the crayons or the paint or the oils or whatever the case may be. They want to just jump straight to the good part. And once you take your time and really get to know a person, then you see all the flags, whatever color flag you want to wave, whatever ones jump up, jump out at you. But you got to take your time and ask certain questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions about their upbringing. Hello. What's your family situation like? Are you cool with your people? Because oh no, I hate their ass. Such and such. 9 times out of 10, that ain't going to bode well for you. Because people who are estranged from their families, in most instances, depending on the situation, not all the time, but a large portion of it, you may want to pay attention to that, because I would consider that to be a yellow flag. Do they have friends? Do they hang out? Or do they always need to and want to be under you? It's okay if you dating somebody to y'all do things separate. That's what makes things interesting more than you have more things to talk about, because you have your set of things that you like to do. He has his set of things that he likes to do. Now y'all can come together and have a conversation. If y'all just always talking about what's going on TV or on all these social media platforms and you don't have no other type of sustenance, then that might be considered a small yellow flag, but yellow flag nonetheless. So if you ask questions of the individuals, don't be scared. If I feel like I asked too many questions, he might just run away. But let him run, Forrest, run. Let him run. Don't walk, don't pass go, don't collect $200, don't do none of that. If he get mad at you because you asked the damn questions, then that means that's somebody that you don't need to be bothered with anyway. And walk on by and get you with somebody else. Because again, who the hell left the gate open? Go ahead, Will. Do you got something else?
Bam, Lord have mercy. You already know. Listen, this is personal to me. All right, we're gonna get a little personal tonight. We're gonna be authentic. We're gonna be real. We're gonna be vulnerable. Now, listen. You know how women say, I like to have a man that's emotional. I would like to have a man that's vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? And I've had quite a few times where I got emotional and they found out that I was too emotional. When I got vulnerable, I was being too vulnerable. Now, how do you navigate through being just emotional but not too much, and you still keep that masculine energy, that alpha male? You know what I'm saying? And being just
I
vulnerable,
am so true.
just enough, you know what I'm saying, not to look like a punk, not to look soft, but still be a gentleman and just show a little bit of that vulnerability, a little bit of that emotion. Do you think this is still a thing for a man in 2023 to still show emotion and vulnerability when they try to get with that beautiful lady?
Okay, I see you. I hear you. But you know what? This is part of that process, right? Because women often say, I need somebody who is emotionally available. Are you emotionally available? You got to ask yourself them questions. Are you emotionally available? Are you at a space in the time in your own life that you could even handle to support a person that may have been going through some very traumatic things in their life? However, they've done the work. They are either in therapy, they've gone to therapy, or whatever the case may be, but everybody is still a work in progress. So I think we need to get out of that. Oh, I need the perfect this one or the perfect that one. Baby, guess what, honey? I be the one that hate to tell you, but I'm going to tell you anyway. There's no perfection, honey. It's all about progression. It's about where you are at this moment in your life. And if a person who is with you can understand and who can accept you, flaws and all, we say that all day. I accept him because I want him to accept me, flaws and all. But then you gonna ask him that stupid ass questions that we always ask. That means jeans. Do you really want to know the answer to that question? Or do you just want to start an argument? So you really have to ask yourself these things about where are you? Are you emotionally available for him before he can does he feel safe enough with you, or is he gonna hear you later in the bathroom kikiing with your friends talking about, yeah, he's a little punk ass because he in there crying, he's soft like tissue paper, and this, and then you mad because now it's another lady who may give him the everything that he needs, and now you mad and you crying to your friends about some stuff that you ain't had no business talking to him or them about in the first place. So the moral of this story is talk to your man, do your own work for yourself first, and then see if you're emotionally available. And the number one rule of engagement, keep your damn friends out your damn business, because they probably 9 times out of 10 are miserable in the first damn place. And you're going to ask, why do we ask people who are not in a relationship about relationship advice? Y'all better stop that and get your business. I'm just saying. Go ahead. Who the hell left the gate open? Go ahead, Wanda.
I got a question to ask you. I've been dating this guy. I met him last month. He don't have a job. We about to buy a car together. You think that's a good idea?
Hell no. The hell? he ain't got no job, so you ain't buying no car together. You buying the car. What he gonna put this? What he gonna say, baby? Get the black one, get the red one, get the white one, get the green one, get the silver one. Then what all he can do is pick a color. Cause if he ain't got no job, that means he ain't got no credit, honey. So I'm just saying, yeah, about to play. Ain't nobody about to play. And if on 30 days, baby, you still learning who he is because he's showing the representative is present at 30 days, honey. You need that. Look, Mr. Harvey wrote y'all the book when he told y'all it's a 90-day rule. Now, it don't apply across the board to a lot of stuff, but a lot of stuff it does. So you have to pick and choose what's right for you. But don't be fooled because it should no man walk up on you talking about, baby, we gonna get a car together, but I ain't got no job. What? Where they do that at? I'm not. Who the hell left the gate open? I'm not about to play with you. Go ahead, Wanda, with yourself.
So I guess you don't think that's a good idea.
Hell no, that ain't no good idea. Girl, I would have to mollywop you if you did some stuff like that. Doing where the chair at? Somebody bring me a chair. Girl, I'm not about to play with you. I'm not about to play. Bring me the chair.
Hey, Auntie Sheila, you brought something very important about the Harvey book about keeping the cookie jar in the jar for about 30 days. Does that mean that I gotta keep my money and I ain't pay,
Yeah. Yes.
90 days?
Yes.
Now, listen.
Yes.
So does that mean that I don't spend no money for at
Yes.
least 90 days?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Because
Because
my thing is, listen, if you take a female out on a date, then it's a certain level of expectation. If you asking, that means you're treating. So that's your thing. But if you on the date and she eating like she ain't ate in 3 or 4 days and she getting ready to start talking about her gas bill due, her electric bill due, or they ain't got no food in there, ain't nothing in the refrigerator but the light bulb, honey, that means run, don't walk. I mean, walk, don't run. Either way it go, honey, run. That ain't nobody who you want to be dealing with because you ain't trying to hear all them problems because she is baiting, honey. It's called what? Gas and lighting. So I'm going to need y'all to be on top of y'all stuff and be paying attention. So we are not about to play these little reindeer games with these people. No, if she say, I want to wait, tell her you do too. And if she get an attitude, hello, that's your yellow flag. And we just talked about it. So she giving you pushback on stuff she wants, but she's not willing to wait. And she's asking you to wait, but she wants. Then come on, baby. We got to do stuff different. We got to ask these questions and we got to take them rose-colored lenses off your face. Yes, indeed. And do your thing.
absolutely. Listen, I got a question. I got a real question.
I got a
That's been burning.
question. It's
That's
serious
been
as
burning in my
cancer.
mind.
Who can make an average dancer hyper than a heart attack? Nobody smiling. Okay, go ahead. I had to get that in.
All right. Now, do you believe that we have relationships problem, or do you think we have internal problems that we bring into relationship? Let me say that again in case somebody in the back didn't hear what I just said. Do you believe that we have relationships problem, or do you think that it is a internal problem that we have and that we're bringing into that relationship? Back to
I
you,
think
Auntie
we have
Sheila.
a communication problem because don't nobody want to talk. Everybody want to hear the good stuff. What kind of car you drive? What kind of designers you don't and the designers don't know you. And half the time you don't know how to spell the damn designers you wearing in the first place, but you're willing to spend all of this money. So I feel like we have a communication problem because nobody wants to talk anymore. Everybody want to go out. Everybody want to go live and stuff for the gram and stuff for the talk and for the book and for the tube and all of this other stuff. And you want to say, look at me because you out and you doing stuff that you ain't never done before, but you're not stopping long enough to take time to have a conversation with a person. I ain't got time to be holding up no phone and doing this and this and do this because I'm busy. I'm this, I'm that, but I can't tell that you all that busy. Cause I see you every few minutes on all the social media. So how busy are you really? So you have to ask yourself certain questions. Look, have conversations with people. Don't be afraid to talk. And if a person's not willing to give you the time of day or to take the time out to talk to you about like surface stuff, how are they gonna be when stuff really get deep and you going through some things, are they gonna be there to be supportive? Are they gonna be there to hold your hand through it? Are they gonna be able to encourage you? Are they gonna be able to offer you solutions to whatever your problem is, or at least be willing to sit with you and to find out how you can overcome whatever it is that you are plagued with at the time? So we gotta stop being so quick to get butt naked. That's easy. I always tell people, look, sex is easy. Okay. And if you find out that he got something you want and you got something he want, and y'all clapping and slapping and sweating and humping and breathing hard for them little 2-3 minutes y'all gonna do, and y'all happy, y'all can high five and all that stuff. That's the easy part. But what's gonna happen after that? When all of that go away, see, y'all, don't nobody be thinking about down the line when hairs turn gray everywhere. Okay, everywhere. The hairs get to turning and it's a little seasoning that it had. Wanda, don't do me. I'm just saying. But I'm trying to tell you, you got to conversation is key to a lot of stuff. But we'd be so quick to be humping and jumping and pumping. So then what you got after that? Other than you mad because now your weave messed up or you forgot to take off your wig and that ain't really no Peruvian. That's really cat hair and ain't nobody tell you. And now you all upset in your feelings because you thought that you bought some real bundles and then you found out that it was just some plastic. Rip me out the plastic you've been acting bad to. I'm just saying, go ahead now, go
Okay,
ahead.
so Sheila, since you're a dating girl, you should know the answer to this question. I've been dating this guy, and he's been taking me out to fine restaurants. We've been doing a lot of fine dining and spending a lot of money on me. And I usually call him on Monday mornings, and he don't respond till Thursday night. Is that a bad sign?
Oh, yeah, that means his wife is there. Monday,
You think?
Tuesday, Wednesday. Girl, bye. Yes, honey. That's
Oh
woman.
my.
It's sitting in there, honey. You is the weekend girl. Weekend. You is the weekend, honey. Quit playing with me. Listen.
You really think he's married?
Girl, he's a mirror. They shot, but she's sitting right there. And you better hope he got your name listed under Fred. Because if he got your name listed under what it is, baby, you would already got a call. So yeah, your name Fred in his phone. I'm just saying, don't play yourself. I don't care. That's why he fine dining and all of that stuff, because he know this the only time he gonna see you. So y'all gonna do with the linen tablecloths and napkins and fine china and crystal and all the knives and the forks and things on the table. You get confused. Which one do I grab? Just grab all of them, girl, and throw them up in the air and figure out what you're gonna do. So yes, ma'am. So we would handle your business. I'm not about to play with you. But yeah.
But he asked me to pick up an engagement ring. So I think
Girl, he said a ring. You heard engagement. You done. He ain't asked that. Don't do that. Don't let's it get like I'm just saying. Do not get
But I want to add something to that ring. You got to be careful when you
Go
hear ring, what's come before that, because there are 3 types of ring. There are suffer ring, there are engagement ring, right? And there's a wedding
You
ring.
got-
So which ring are you getting at? Is it the suffer ring? Is it the suffer ring or the engagement ring or the wedding ring? Anyway,
suffering.
listen,
Suffering.
suffering. Listen, I'm gonna ask you a question. When looking for a partner, what are the 3 things they must have? The 3 things that is non-negotiable. The
But
3
see
things that must have
that's
is
very
a yeah. I mean, for you, I'm talking about for you.
for me.
What are the 3
child, look,
things that are the must?
I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, I'm
circle
going
back
there.
around. I'm gonna have to circle back around and answer that question from the later date. Because I changed, I evolved. So what I would have said in my 20s and in my 30s is not what I look in my 40s and now that I'm in my 50s, right? So I said once before, when I date somebody or I'm in a relationship with somebody, I'm not really dating you for the present. We're together in this present moment, but I'm looking down the line because I have to see what's really good. How you stand now will really tell me how you stand later. But I take my own advice. I ask a lot of questions, and I pay attention. So we all have something on the inside of us that's called intuition, right? And when that little bell get to ringing and dinging and jumping and bumping, whatever your intuition does for you, that is the way that I pretty much vet a lot of people. So if I call bullshit in the beginning and I hear it and I see it, And I ain't got to walk down the road with you but for so long to figure it out, to call you out. And I like calling people out on their shit. Cause I like to see them flop and squirm on the ground like a fish out of water looking for some oxygen. Yep, that's how I get down. But go ahead, nephew.
Oh, Lord have mercy. I done got myself into some trouble here. But last question I have for you.
Go ahead, nephew.
Do you think in this day and age, 2023, do you think that before somebody do get married and say I do, they should go to premarital counseling
I
to see
think
if that person really fit, you know what I'm saying, is a fit for them? Because I have found out some friends that I have, they went to marriage counseling. They ended up not getting married because a lot of things came out of that counseling. Think that still that's a must, or you think that it's just something that you can take lightly and it's not really that important?
I think that's a good idea. If you have a conversation with your potential, like y'all talking about taking this next step, then absolutely go to somebody that can mediate between the both of you, not your friends, not your mom and them, not even the pastor of your church that you grew up in, and all of that stuff. Get you a third impartial party, honey, and who don't know you and who don't know him or her or whatever the situation you in, and have a conversation because maybe they're gonna ask some questions from a vantage point that you yourself did not think about. And I'm gonna say this on the table too. So if you come to the relationship with a certain set of financial brevity versus the other person, you may want to even think about a prenup, honey, because baby, if he ain't put in on this or if she ain't put in on that, then yeah, you might want to secure your bag all the way around because ain't nobody got time to be playing with y'all and trying to go to court. Y'all better ask Mary J. And how stuff got caught up when she had to fight through all of that when that could have been avoided. And y'all better take a picture and a page from Beyonce and Jay Haney because they sure got one and it's a beautiful ironclad because she came with her own bag and he had his and together they have theirs with some stipulations and stuff and things in there that say if you do this or that then you get nothing. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it, honey. So y'all better, yes, ask all of those, get the counseling and do what you got to do. Yes, Wanda. Hold on, Auntie, I see you.
We just want to say thank you for being the guest tonight. And you have answered these questions, just provided us some great advice. And we hope that people listen to you. Because we're on to now to our new segment of the Sheila New Comedy Show. Going back to the disappearance of Carly, do you think she should go to jail?
Locked up, you won't let her out. Locked. No, I think if it's a misdemeanor, depending on what the level that is, because that goes back to some other stuff. I think she should pay restitution. I don't think that she should go to jail per se. I think she should definitely pay restitution because of all the things that were all the services that were rendered during that time because they got the FBI involved and all these other agencies and that's costly. That's costly to the city that you're in, to the state that you're in. And I will piggyback and echo what nephew said when he stated that she needs to get some mental health because obviously as much fun as we poked at her because she was laid up with the roof of the red honey and doing things and eating Cheetos and watching TV and because she needed a few days that's a cry for help and I hope that she gets the help that she needed and not just her. I hope it's a whole family thing. I hope she gets individual counseling and I hope that the family gets family counseling because, like I said, I go to the wall for my kids anytime, day or night, but it's limits and there's levels to this. But yes, ma'am. Go ahead. You got another question?
But yeah, do you think her boyfriend would take her back?
Hell no. I think he already said he disconnected her from all his social media. I don't think he want to be a part of those shenanigans no more. I think that's just something that he just don't want to be a part of that. I think he really cared once he found out that wasn't what the case was. And then because people was blaming him and he wanted to really show that he had nothing to do with her disappearance and he was really trying to get behind it and rallying behind the family and doing all the things. But no, I think that you tested his limit emotionally and that goes back to what Will was talking about too when how much is too much And how sensitive do you really have to be? Because now this man is not even fighting for his own self, but he's fighting for his own self and his family in the court of public opinion because everybody was dragging this man, unfortunately, because of what they thought, but not what they knew.
Thank you. There's been a lot going on in the news, and I know you and Will watch the news a lot. And what's been going on in Florida? You want to tell us what your thoughts on Florida are?
You talking about I don't even want to call his name because I don't even want that on the podcast. I promise you I don't. I think it's a lot of foolishness when you trying to rewrite some things because you're trying to cover up some issues that you wouldn't have a lot of things that you have in these here United States and abroad if it wasn't for our melanated kings and queens that came over from the continent to provide. So I think for you to try to erase or take us out of anybody's book, instead of complaining about it, I said, let's everybody get together. We start writing our own books and start digging and doing our own history. Y'all better get with Pharrell and ask him how he did with the hidden treasures and do the homework. And let's put our history out here so the children, black, white, brown, purple, or gray, or whatever color they want to be, that they understand and learn about our history 100% overall. And I like to thank my mama and my daddy who made sure that we were well aware of who we are and where we came from and what contributions, moreover than anything else, that as African Americans that we've made to this place called the United of the States, honey. But go ahead with your other question. But that's all I got for that, Florida, honey.
And I don't know if you will. I know y'all been watching the news, and our former president.
Oh,
Yeah.
you talking about the kid?
Yeah, he had a big week. He had a big this week.
Yes, he did. The little orange man had a big weekend. Yes, he did. He gonna get locked up. They won't let him out. I can't look. I just need them to go ahead and do what they need to do already because I'm so tired. Because he gonna listen. Let me tell y'all something. I don't know if y'all believe in voting or whatever the case may be. I know some people be on the fence. But see, when y'all get clowns like that, when you don't vote, and the other people vote because he's speaking their language. That will be the same, even though I think I would be a great president of these United of the States. Honey, that's just like me saying, y'all go ahead and vote for me. At least you know that you will have a fighting chance. He done went in there, he done tore some stuff up and trying to flip some stuff around and people trying to figure out why is he like that. Honey, he's been like this. All he's showing you is who he's always been. This ain't nothing new. He been like this all his life. Y'all thought when he was on The Apprentice that was a game? It wasn't no game, honey. Not at all. So y'all see what the clown do. Y'all keep on playing around. If y'all gonna F-A-F-O, look, yeah, he finding out now, okay? Go
Thank
ahead,
you.
Wanda.
And thank you for this segment of the Sheila New Comedy Show News Hour. We have another segment we're going to briefly talk about. We want to announce the Sheila New Comedy Show Tour. And you are our special guest tonight as our first tour night is in Detroit. So welcome to Detroit and welcome to the show. We hope you experience.
Oh, holla the what up, though. So I love it. I love it. I love it. And listen, the tickets for the show are going to be expensive, honey. So I hope y'all ain't have to sell nothing to get in here tonight. So I appreciate y'all being here. But before I go another further, Will to Rise.
Yes, Auntie Sheila, what's going on? What
It's,
say you?
it's on you, baby. It's time for you. It's your part. Let's get it. Let's go.
Yeah, oh my God, this has been such a great show tonight. Listen, it's funny the way where we at in 2023. I'm way across the border. For those who don't know, I'm in Canada, and of course, I am your favorite brother from another mother, the Haitian sensation, the only one in the nation. Being here with y'all tonight, it's just been a blast. Sheila, you done did it again. What I thought that you couldn't do it better. You're just getting better and better. It's just been great. You're funny. I got some good laughs, and I was just laughing. People were looking at me like they thought I was crazy because I got my headset on, and they didn't know what I was listening to. But I tell everybody go and listen to this replay because I know that I have a lot of fun, and people are gonna have a lot of fun listening to it. And I think it's gonna be even more funnier when you listen to it back because you don't know what to expect. I know who my auntie is, right? But every once in a while, you're gonna come out and just really give us a 1-2 punch. But people that's gonna be listening to you, man, they got another thing coming. So I don't know, I'm at loss for words. So I'm just glad to be here tonight and to be the guest of tonight and to be the first time that I came back since March, and I had to be here tonight. So it's been a great pleasure.
And we appreciate that so much. Thank you so much, Will, for being our first special guest, honey. Will to Rise, the Haitian sensation, honey. He bringing all the feels. And yes, honey, I know that, listen, if y'all listen to the replay, so for the people who listen to podcast land, yes, honey, that is his real voice. Yes, that accent is real, honey. Don't let him get to talking. Come on and say a little French for me, baby. Go ahead and give him some.
Sheila knew. Hey, when is it? When is the next time you're gonna come into to my neck of the wood and let them French people hear about you? We gotta work on that one.
Love.
They ain't
we
ready.
gonna
They ain't
work on
ready
that.
for you. They ain't ready for you.
We're going to work on that because you just took the show to a whole nother level and made it international. Go ahead, Wanda.
Okay, Sheila, leave us with a few words before we end the show tonight, okay?
I sure will. So listen, as we are on this tour, now we done talked about a bit of everything during this whole night. And this is how a real live show will go. When people ask questions or a set is being taken, I take it from this approach right here. Listen, ladies, because this is who I love to talk to, because this is who I can identify with. And fellas, I'm here for y'all too. Don't get it twisted. But my ladies, trust me, ask the question. Keep your cookie in the jar for as long as you feel like you need. If he's so quick to want to take the cookie out the wrapper, honey, you need to do some tests. It's a series of tests that need to happen because men, this is for y'all too. If you lead with your mouth, okay, then that let me know that everything else might not be working the way I need it to work. So let's not lead with that. Let's let everything be a surprise and stop showing everything. You ain't got to leave something to the imagination, as my granny would say. Give him something to look forward to, honey. Don't be showing. You ain't got to show all the T and the A and the P and the B and the A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You ain't got to show all of that. You ain't got to do all of that. So my sisters, make sure that he love your mind as well as your body and ask the damn questions. If you want to know what he working with, I don't like surprises. I'm here to tell you right now, I don't want to see no jack in no box. I don't want to see no clowns in no cars. I don't like surprises. I don't want none of that stuff. Flowers, yes. Balloons, yes. Those are nice things. Somebody's delivering, knocking on the door. Hey, we have a delivery. Okay, yes, I'll accept that. I'll take that. But when the lights are low and the music is soft and the candles are burning, and I done had a one sip, 2 sip, 3 sip, 4. I don't want no surprises knocking at my door. You understand what I'm saying? So if you don't have all the things because I failed to ask the questions, then that means I got to take a hit like a G, right? But if I ask the questions and you lied, then I'm going to do another battery of tests. I had to make sure that the weight is up. You feel me? Because I'm a thick girl and thick girls need a certain kind of love because why? Thick thighs save lives. And with that, we're going to end this segment. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. And just to keep it 100, we played with the tours on the cities, but this is the special announcement in November of 2023. This show will be live and on the road. So y'all keep your ears to the ground as we come further with more announcements. There's a whole lot of stuff going on with the Sheila New Comedy Show. I appreciate you, Wanda Rose, who is my super producer, and to our special guest, my nephew Will came through, and to everybody that's been here listening. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Packed the house tonight. I ain't even mad at you. And we are doing if you got any questions or if it's anything you want to know that you want to ask me, we are doing a special event room and Wanda will start that up shortly. So why don't y'all unmic for the sake of the podcast world and let us have some love.
Woo, woo, woo. Congratulations. Lift it up. Oh, yeah.
Thank you, baby. We appreciate y'all. That's right, baby.
We're flying. We international now.
Yes, indeed. Y'all better act like you know. I know that Maya's still in the building, Maya. You know I'm gonna be calling you, girl, because the nails got to be tight for when I go on the road, honey. And we gonna make sure that you know what I wear my hair, but I'm gonna make sure that even if I do get a bundle, it's the bundle that I want, not the bundle that they want to give me. Understand what I'm saying? All right, good people. We love y'all, and we'll see you when we see you. Peace.